But always honor to the Most High. We came out tonight just kind of look at a couple of things. Our goal is for everybody, for us to be saved. More than anything else we do is to make sure we say we got this thing right. I appreciate yesterday everybody involved in us meeting, because we're going to make some changes. We're going to be making some changes. It's going to be for our betterment. And you guys will see how things are going to work out for us. It's going to take a little time for us. Got me? So everybody just take your time and just relax, and we just make sure the book right. Book right. We know. I believe what I believe is 100%. I don't waver to stagger on what I believe, and I don't just believe it because somebody said it or this is what I'm supposed to do. You got me? It's got to be a confidence in when you say you believe something. Y'all got me? So I call this just because I was thinking about the things we had gone through, just in a few matter of what they call yariks, you know. But you were gracious. He was gracious. This is Kazum 7 and 11. Listen to the book.
And all the Malachi stood round about the throne, and about the Zakon, and the 4 living creatures, and fell before the throne on their panim, and worshipped Allahim, saying, Aman, Baraka, and Kabud, and wisdom, and Tudah, and honor, and power, and might be unto our Allahim forever and ever. Aman.
Yes.
And one of the Zakon answered, saying unto me, What are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they?
What did he tell them?
And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, These are they which came out of great tribulation.
Did what?
Came out of great tribulation.
Come on.
And have washed their robes, and made them white in the dam of the Lamb.
What happened?
Therefore are they before the throne of Allahim, and serve him Yom and Lelah in his temple, and he that sitteth on the throne shall dwell among them.
Yeah.
They shall hunger no more, neither thirst any more, neither shall the Shamash Aur on them, nor any heat. For the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them, and shall lead them unto living fountains of Ma'im, and Allahim shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
That's our hope. How many of y'all hoping for that? We all hoping for that, right? We hoping for this to come. Isn't that right? We looking at these people overcame some things. Isn't that right? They were overcomers. That's what we're trying to do here. That's the whole purpose of coming here. We got to overcome something. These people were different than some of the others you see because they overcame something. Isn't that right? Let's see something. While we're talking about this, let's look at the book of Romans, chapter 15. Did y'all know I was on TV? That's good. Go ahead. Turn and watch me. Try to watch me now, right? Where else can you do that and still be on tab? They all right. Listen, they our kids, right? You know the one good thing about it, though? We don't owe nobody nothing. We don't owe nobody nothing where, they done messed up everything now and we got to shut down and, the spirit done left. Yeah. You been on places, woo, the spirit gone. I seen a man sit down before. He said, I cannot preach in these conditions. Sit down. I don't preach with the lights off. Yep. Ain't that right? You got to be instant. It ain't always what's comfortable for you. If that's your gift, that's your job. You got to work. Isn't that right? Well, so we thank the Most High. This is Romans chapter 15, verse 4. And I got them back there for a purpose. They're not back there for no reason. Right? Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Y'all don't know. Brandon is over there invisible right now. Y'all can't see him, but he's sitting over there right now. Wave at him, Brandon. See I wave back at him? They ain't there looking like he actually looking with your hand. Wait, that's the scary part. They like, can he really see him? Listen to the book.
that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
So now when we look at the people in the book of Kazum, when he talked about these came out of great tribulation, and these different things they did, and had washed their robes in the blood of the Dam of the Lamb, and these different events that happened for them. So what gave them, what allowed them, or what persuaded them? What made them not quit? What pushed them to not stopping? Because he want to know exactly what was it, these people that he's seen arrayed in white, he was curious about, what exactly are these people? What do they represent? Well, these people came out of something. What kept them from stopping? What kept them from moving? These are the kind of things we have to ask ourselves. Y'all got me? Kind of a little difficult right now to do that, right? It happens like that. So what we do, just to look at something, see if that's the, let's say Yahroom Yahoo. He can pull it up for him. Y'all can help me out. See if that's chapter 7. See if 27 says. And I'll let them know when I need. Y'all can get a chance to look that over for me.
Okay.
I think 30, 31 will be more interesting for me. This is Yahroom Yahoo, chapter 27. I'm curious what 27 say myself. 27, 7 and 27. Listen to the book.
Therefore, thou shalt speak all these dabarim unto them, but they would not hearken to thee. Thou shalt also call unto them, but they would not answer thee.
Yeah.
But thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of Yahuwah their Elohim,
Yes.
nor receiveth correction. Amat is perished, and is cut off from their mouth. Cut off thine hair, O Jerusalem, and cast it away, and take up a Ikah on high places, for Yahuwah hath rejected and forsaken the Tuladath of his wrath.
Yes.
For the Beni of Yehuda have done Rasha in my sight, saith Yahuwah. They have set their abominations in the Beth, which is called by my name, to pollute it.
Yes.
And they have built the high places of Tophet, which is in the valley of the son of Hinnom, to burn their sons and their daughters in the fire, which I commanded them not, neither came it into my heart.
Y'all heard the valley he told them that they did it in? What was the valley? Ben Hanam. Can you see that? Ben Hanam? That what y'all get? What they get called Genin. Should be Ben Hanem.
Oh, yeah. Gail bin Hanam.
So it'll be Ben Hanam.
The valley of the, yeah.
Would be the name of the place. This was a place that's on the outskirts and the outset. We talked about that yesterday a little bit. I was telling you about what the Jewish people believe. How there was a place on the outside. And there they believe is where people actually would dwell at and where people would actually be at. This is a place that's actually on the outside of it. This place that's on the outside is where they went out, and this is where they did the sacrifice. This is where they burned. This is where they put their trash. This is where you put the waste at. This is where it went. And Ben Hanam. You seen that before, is that? You did? Good, good. Ben Hanam is where they went. They actually burned. This is where they burned stuff at. Where they burned their children at. Where they did their sacrifices. Tell me what else happened. Finish reading.
Therefore, behold, the Yamim come, saith Yahuwah, that it shall no more be called Tophet, nor the valley.
Tophet has a separate, it has a different meaning. It's a place some would even look up to call a place of spitting. Place of spitting. Because this is what you do. You put stuff that's waste, stuff no good. You will spit there. You can do whatever. All this will be in the same region of Ben Hanam. Be in the same place. Interesting for us, though. This place that they will have right outside our city. Right on the outskirts of Jerusalem. This is where they would do this kind of stuff at. The Canaanites Kahanan, what's their name? What's the actual Dabari name for Canaan? Kanahani is where they were actually, when we came here, this place they actually designated, it was set and they would burn all this stuff. They would do sacrifices to their gods, to Molech. When we talk about letting our Beni pass through the fire, yeah, this is what this kind of action would be. What happened?
Nor the valley of the Ben of Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter.
The valley of slaughter. What happened?
For they shall bury in Tophet till there be no Malchum.
Yeah,
and
till there be no place.
And the carcasses of this arm shall be meat for the fowls of the Shamayim,
yeah,
and for the beast of the Arats,
yeah,
and none shall fray them away. Then will I cause to cease from the cities of Yehuda and from the streets of Jerusalem the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, for the land shall be desolate.
Yes, beautiful. Beautiful. Since we're at Yam Yahu, do me a favor. Look at the book of Tahalim. Tahalim, chapter 2. They call it Psalms. Yaram Yahu, they'll call it Jeremiah. Tahalim, Psalms, what they'll call it. And give me your Ukanan. Five and 39. Let's see. Yaram Yahu 19. Say that 2 and 1. I'll come back to all this kind of stuff. Yaram Yahu 19 and 1. I don't need it on the board just yet, but if you put it up there, that's fine. Yaram Yahu 19 and 1 is what I want. Then I'll come back and I'll do a little work. Yaram Yahu 19 and 1. Listen to the book.
Thus saith Yahuwah, go and get a potter's earthen bottle.
What did he want him to get?
Go and get a potter's earthen bottle.
Yeah.
And take of the ancients of the people, and of the ancients of the Kohanim,
yeah,
and go forth unto Haggai ben Hanam,
yeah,
which is by the entry of the east gate, and proclaim there the Dabarim that I shall tell thee.
Y'all hear what he's trying to do? Well, he wanted him to go right there at the entrance of the gate. At the entrance of the gate of Ben Hanan. That's where he want to go at the gate. This is where he's going to be standing at. Tell me what happened, Brandon.
And say, hear ye the debar of Yahuwah.
And he wanted to say, hear ye the debar of Yahuwah. What happened?
O Malakim of Yehuda.
Yeah.
And inhabitants of Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Thus saith Yahuwah Tzabot, the Elohim of Yashral. Behold, I will bring evil upon this place, the which whosoever heareth, his ears shall tingle.
Yeah.
Because they have forsaken me, and have estranged this place, and have burned incense in it unto other gods, whom neither they nor their fathers have known, nor the Malakim of Yehuda, and have filled this place with the blood of innocents.
Yeah.
They have built also the high places of Baal, to burn their beneath with fire for burnt offerings unto Baal.
Sit down. Listen.
Which I commanded not, nor spake it, neither came it into my mind.
Yeah.
Therefore, behold, the Yamim come, saith Yahuwah, that this place shall no more be called Tophet, nor Haggai ben Hanam, but Haggai of slaughter. And I will make void the counsel of Yehuda and Jerusalem in this place. And I will cause them to fall by the sword before their enemies, and by the hands of them that seek their lives. And their carcasses will I give to be meat for the fowls of Shamayim, and for the beast of the Arats. And I will make this city desolate and in hissing. Everyone that passeth thereby shall be astonished and hiss because of all the plagues thereof. And I will cause them to eat the flesh of their beni and the flesh of their banu. And they shall eat every one the flesh of his friend in the siege and straitness, wherewith their enemies and they that seek their lives shall straiten them. Then shalt thou break the bottle in the sight of the Anashim that go with thee, and shall say unto them, Thus saith Yahuwah Sabaoth, even so will I break this people and this city, as one breaketh a potter's vessel, that cannot be made whole again, and they shall bury them in Tophet, till there be no place to bury.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Let's see what happened at Yehukanan 5:39. Other one get me Tahalim 2 and 1. Listen to the book.
Search the scriptures, for in them you think ye have eternal kai,
So you say. But
and they are they which testify of me.
what happened?
And ye will not come to me,
For what reason?
that ye might have kai.
What happened?
I receive not honor from Anashim.
But what happened?
I know you,
I know you. What
That ye-
happened? Come on.
that ye have not the love of Elohim in you.
How would he know that?
I am come in my Abba name.
And what did you do?
Ye receive me not.
That's good. What happened?
If another shall come,
In his what?
own name,
What you do with them?
him ye will receive.
Yeah. What happened?
How can ye believe
That do what?
which receive honor one of another?
And do what? And don't do what?
Seek not the honor that cometh from Elohim only.
What happened?
Do not think that I will accuse you to the Abba.
Tell them why, son.
There is one that accuseth you, even Mushah, in whom you trust.
What happened?
For had you believed Mushah,
What would have happened?
you would have believed me.
What did he do?
For he wrote of me.
That's good. At Tahalim 2 and 1. They call it Psalms 2 and 1. Listen to the book.
Why do the heathen rage,
I don't know. What else?
and the people imagine a vain thing?
Yeah, that's amazing. What happened?
The Malakim of the Arat set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahuwah and against his anointed, saying, Let us break their bands asunder, and cast away their cords from us.
What happened?
He that sitteth in Shamayim shall laugh.
Yeah.
Yahuwah shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure.
And what is going to happen?
Yet have I set my Malak upon my Kudash hill of Sion,
He said his Malak where?
upon my Kudash hill of Sion.
I wonder what that make him Yah Ram Yahu. What else?
I will declare the decree. Yahuwah hath said unto me, Thou art my Ben. This Yum have I begotten thee.
Yeah.
Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance,
What else happened?
and the uttermost parts of the Arats for my possession.
Yeah.
Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Be wise now, therefore, O ye Malakim. Be instructed, ye Shaphatim of the Arats. Serve Yahuwah with fear, and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Ben, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. Barak are all they that put their trust in him.
Talking about his kindle. You know what you kindle? What you kindle? A fire. That's amazing. Kindle fire. Let's see Barashit. Barashit. See 18. What's the last verse? I don't know. 18. Then give me Barashit. What does I got for the last verse of 18?
33.
33. Let me hear 26. I'll take about 19 and 4. Listen to the book. Genesis, they'll call it. 18:26. Listen to the book.
And Elohim said, If I find in Sodom 50 Siddiq within the city,
Back me
then
up about verse 24. Let's see what he say. Listen.
peradventure there be 50 Siddiq
Well,
within
take me
the
up
city.
higher. Let me hear 20. Listen.
And Elohim said, Because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great,
Because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great. What happened?
and because their sin is very grievous,
Because their sin is very grievous.
I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry of it.
What was he going down for again? Why was he going down? Who remember? Because of sin. 19 and 1. Listen to the book.
And there came two Malachi to Sodom at even, and Lut sat in the gate of Sodom, and Lut, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his pani toward the ground, and he said, Behold now, my Adonai, turn in, I palaw you into your servant's Beth, and tarry all Layla, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early, and go on your ways. And they said, Nay, but we will abide in the street all Layla. And he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him, and entered into his Beth, and he made them a muhadi, and did bake masut bread, and they did eat. But before they lay down, the anashim of the city, even the anashim of Sodom, compassed the Beth round, both old and young, all the arm from every quarter. And they called unto Lut, and said unto him, Where are the anashim which came into thee this Layla? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them. And Lut went out at the door unto them, and shut the door after him, and said, I palaw you, Aki, do not so wickedly. Behold now, I have two Banu, which have not known a Ish. Let me, I palaw you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as is Ta'ub in your eyes. Only unto these Anashim do nothing. For therefore came they under the shadow of my roof.
Yeah.
And they said, Stand back. And they said again, This one fellow came into sojourn.
And what happened?
And he will needs be a judge.
And he looks like he's judging. Yahuwah came down because of sin. Two men. And they said one of them looking at us like a judge. What happened?
Now will we deal worse with thee than with them.
Yeah.
And they pressed sore upon the Ish, even Lut, and came near to break the door.
Yeah.
But the Anashim put forth their hand and pulled Lut into the Beth to them and shut to the door.
Yeah.
And they smote the Anashim that were at the door of the Beth with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door. And the Anashim said unto Lut, Hast thou here any besides been in law, and thy Beni, and thy Banu, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this Malkum? For we will destroy this Malkum, because the cry of them is waxing great before the Pani of Allahim, and Allahim have sent us to destroy it.
What happened?
And Lut went out and spake unto his Beni-in-law, which married his Banu, and said, Up, get you out of this Malkum, for Allahim will destroy this city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his Beni-in-law.
Yeah.
And when the morning arose, then the Malachi hastened Lut, saying, Arise, take thy Ashah and thy two Banu, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city.
Yeah.
And while he lingered, the Anashim laid hold upon his hand, and upon the hand of his Ashah, and upon the hand of his two Banu, and Allahim being merciful unto him, and they brought him forth and set him without the city.
Yeah.
And it came to pass, when they had brought them forth abroad, that he said, Escape for thy Kai, look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain, escape to the mountain, lest thou be consumed. And Lut said unto him, Oh, not so, my Adonai, behold now, thy servant hath found Khan in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast shewed unto me in saving my Kai, and I cannot escape to the mountain, lest some Rasha take me, and I die.
Yeah.
Behold now, this city is near to flee unto, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. Is it not a little one?
Yeah.
And my soul shall live.
Yeah.
And he said unto him, See, I have accepted thee concerning this thing also, that I will not overthrow this city for the which thou hast spoken. Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou be come thither. Therefore the name of the city was called Zoar.
Come on.
The Shamash was risen upon the Arats when Lut entered into Zoar. Then Allahim rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from Elohim out of Shamayim.
Yeah.
And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities and that which grew upon the ground.
Wow.
But his Ashah looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt.
That's good. It's good. It's good. We see fire for judgment. It was coming down for sin. And his judgment was to burn the city. Beth, Cuff, 2 and 1. Second Peter 2 and 1. Listen to the book.
But there were false Nabi'im also among the
Always. Even
as there shall be false teachers among you,
who do what?
who privately shall bring in damnable heresies,
Doing what?
even denying Yahusha that bought them,
And doing what?
and bring upon themselves swift destruction.
Yeah.
And many shall follow their pernicious ways,
For ways. Of what happened?
by reason of whom the way of Amat shall be evil spoken of.
What else happened?
And through covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you,
Yeah.
whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not,
What happened?
and their damnation slumbereth not.
What happened?
For if Elohim spared not the Malaki that sinned,
What did he do?
but cast them down to hell,
We believe that, don't we? He passed them down in the Sheol. Right? Hell is Anglo-Saxon. But we know they derive over the teller. We know a lot of the words they might use might not be actual, but there's a place. There's a place. Make no mistake, there's a place. Listen.
and delivered them into chains of chashah, to be reserved unto judgment.
Reserved under judgment. What happened?
And spared not the old world, but saved Nuach,
What happened?
the eighth person, a preacher of Sadiq,
Yeah.
bringing in the flood upon the Arats of the Rasha,
Yeah.
and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah,
What did he do with them?
and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah
Into what?
into ashes,
And did what?
condemned them with an overthrow.
That's how he condemned them. He that believeth is a mercy shall be saved. He that believeth not, you know you condemn. You already know you're going to condemn. It makes sense. That's why we look at whatsoever written aforetime. What's it written for? That we through patience, comfort of the, that's how we get our hope. What are we working for? If there's nothing to come after this, what are we here for? Why is Cup telling me about this fire when it don't exist? Why is he telling me about them when it don't exist? Matthew chapter 10. Let's look at 10 and 10. Matthew. Ten and 10. Listen to the book.
Nor a scrip for your journey, neither two coats, neither shoes, nor yet staves, for the workman is worthy of his meat.
Yeah.
And into whatsoever city or town ye shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy.
You see that? When you go into a city, I want you to inquire. How did he send them out? Who remember?
2 by 2.
By 2. And whatsoever city they go, what do you want them to do?
Inquire
Inquire. What happened?
who in it is worthy, and there abide till you go thence.
What happened?
And when ye come into En Beth, salute it.
Yeah.
And if the Beth be worthy, let your shalom come upon it.
What happened?
But if it be not worthy,
He said, but rather, if it be not worthy. What happened?
let your shalom return to you.
What happened?
And whosoever shall not receive you,
What happened?
nor hear your dabarim,
What?
when ye depart out of that Beth or city,
What happened?
shake off the dust of your feet.
For what?
Aman, I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable
What?
for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah
What happened to Sodom and Gomorrah?
in the yom of judgment than for that city.
Goodness. What could happen worse than what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah in judgment? Couldn't imagine. What could be worse? Because once you're dead, that'll be it. This ain't a true statement either. Gonna be worse? What happened in Sodom and Gomorrah? What's going to be worse than that? That's what we say. That's what we say. That's what Chris say. That's what we say. We say that. He just said we're going to be worse than what happened to them. We don't know what's going to happen worse than them because it's stuff that don't exist. It's words that's been just made up and fabricated. We don't know what's going to happen. We know what happened. We do believe in script that they did burn. It was fire. That's script. Just this problem with this burning stuff. That's it. We don't know what's going to happen. But whatever it is, it's going to be worse in the dead. So that wasn't even judgment for them. When he burned them up, he says it's going to be worse in the day of judgment. It's odd. Everybody all right? All right. Goodness, just sitting around just trying to figure this whole thing out. It's a lot going on. A lot of stuff we had to kind of pick up and pick and try to figure and try to put together and try to make sense out of it. Isn't that right? At the 19th chapter book of Chazon. Chazon. I don't know. I ain't heard this in a long time. Let me have 19 and 1. Listen to the book.
And after these things, I heard a great voice of much people in Shamayim, saying, Alleluia, salvation and kabod and honor and power unto Yahuwah Elohim.
Yeah.
For Amat and Sadiq are his judgments.
Yeah.
For he hath judged the great whore, which did corrupt the Arat with her fornication, and hath avenged the blood of his servants at her hand.
So that'd be pornea. Right? Pornea would be the word you'll want for fornication. E-I-A. Pornea, what you'll use for fornication. Y'all got it? Pornea, which take you over to pornography, would be even the look, which would make sense in the book of Matthew, the 5th chapter, when he told you, whosoever look on and lust. What you do with pornography? Wow. Which should make sense. Bless her.
And again they said, Alleluia, and her smoke rose up forever and ever. The 4 and 20 elders and the 4 beasts fell down and worshipped Elohim that sat on the throne, saying, Amen, Alleluia. And a voice came out of the throne, saying, Praise our Elohim, all ye his servants, and ye that fear him, both small and great. And I heard, as it were, the voice of a great multitude, and as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of mighty thunderings, saying, Alleluia, for Yahuwah Elohim, omnipotent reigneth. Let us be glad and rejoice, and give honor to him.
Why?
For the marriage of the Lamb is come.
And what happened?
And his wife hath made herself ready. And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white. For the fine linen is the Sadiq of the Kudash. And he saith unto me, Right, Barak are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he saith unto me, These are the Amat sayings of Elohim. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant of thy Aki that have the testimony of Yahusha.
Wow.
Worship Elohim. For the testimony of Yahusha is the Ruach of Nabuah. And I saw Shamayim open, and behold a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in Sadiq he doth judge and make war.
What did he do?
His eyes were as a flame of fire.
What happened?
And on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself.
What happened?
And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. And his name is called the Debar of Elohim. And the armies which were in Shamayim followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of Almighty Elohim.
What happened?
And he hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, Malach of Malachim and Adoni of Adonim.
Yeah.
And I saw a Malachim standing in the Shamash.
What happened?
And he cried with a loud voice.
What did he say?
Saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of Shamayim.
What did he tell them?
Come and gather yourselves together.
For what?
Unto the supper of the great Elohim.
What happened?
That ye may eat the flesh of Malachim, and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty Anashim, and the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all Anashim, both free and bond, both small and great. And I saw the beast and the Malachim of the Arat and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse, and against his army. And the beast was taken, and with him the false Nabi that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Let's see what happened again over here in the book of, what was that, the 30s, the book of Yirmiyahu, 7:30, 7 and 30. Let's see what happened over here again. 7 and 30, Yirmiyahu. What happened? Listen to the book.
For the Beni of Yehuda have done Rasha in my sight.
They did wicked in his sight. What happened?
Saith Yahuwah, they have set their abominations in the Beth, which is called by my name, to pollute it. And they have built the high places of Tophet, which is in the valley of the Ben of Hinnom, to burn their sons and their Banu in the fire, which I commanded them not, neither came it into my heart. Therefore, behold, the Yamim come, saith Yahuwah, that it shall no more be called Tophet, nor the valley of the Ben of Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter. For they shall bury in Tophet till there be no Malchum, and the carcasses of this arm shall be meat for the fowls of the Shamayim, and for the beasts of the Araz, and none shall fray them away. Then will I cause to cease from the cities of Yehuda and from the streets of Jerusalem the voice of myrrh and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, for the land shall be desolate.
That's good. That's good. If you look, he told you going to change the name to the land of slaughter. It's amazing we looked in Kazum, he talked about him sitting and a sword come out of his mouth. And with that, he going to cut the nation. And he also going to have a rod. You know what the rod for? Because he's going to break him in pieces. That's what Yirmiyahu was trying to tell. He's going to break them into pieces. Ain't nothing changed. Amazing. He's talking about casting them right into the same place where they were doing all their abomination, which probably wouldn't make sense, that he would go and cast them, because when you look at Ben Hanam, this is the place where they were going and they were doing their sacrifices. And they were doing stuff and they were burning their kids, causing them to pass through the fire there. So that wouldn't make sense that he would do something like that. Not there, would he? Aleph Malachim 13 and 1. Listen to the book.
And behold, there came an Ish of Elohim out of Yehuda by the debar of Yahuwah unto Bethel.
What did he do?
And Yarabam stood by the altar to burn incense.
You said, what were you doing now?
Stood by the altar to burn incense.
He was standing there to burn incense. What happened?
And he cried against the altar in the debar of Yahuwah.
Like what?
And said, O altar, thus saith Yahuwah.
What happened?
Behold, a child shall be born unto the house of Daud.
What about him?
Josiah by name.
What is he going to do?
And upon thee shall he offer the Kohanim of the high places that burn incense upon thee.
He took them and burnt them right on top of where they were burning their false incense in God. He came by the word of Elohim. Told him, he going to burn you upon them same places where you've been burning your false idol gods. There he going to put you and burn you there. Interesting. If he's going to offer money, when is he going to use fire? Probably interesting. Interesting questions, though. Very interesting, though, isn't it? That thing we have to consider as we go through and we consider how things work and how we actually do things and what are we actually looking for. This is the thing for all of us. My goal is for us to get in. I'm not trying to use this book and when we find information, see what we can get out. We don't want to be under no unnecessary yokes or constraints that's not actually dabarim. You got me? There are some things we do that's not actually dabarim, but it puts in character. It puts in behavior. When he told about the women adorning themselves as becoming Kudai. So certain things are kind of aligned into that same premise. I know with some of my sisters, I get IKEA asked questions, and I know that'll come from Aku. Like, why they sleeves got to be down here? Cause Margie said so. Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 7 right quick, verse 10, 1 on. 1 Corinthians right quick, chapter 7. Pick me up at 7 and 1 right quick. I'll come back over. Listen to the book.
Now concerning the things whereof you wrote unto me,
what happened?
It is taub for a ish not to touch a ashah.
Never the what?
Nevertheless, to avoid pornea.
Well, I think the word probably be for us on that. I think it's Zanan, Z-A-N-U-N, which is whoredom. Is that correct? Z-A-N-U-N? Zanunim, Y-M at the end. Y-M, plural. It'll show in, sometimes it shows you can do it single, but yeah, that's going to be on whoredom, right? Zanunim, whoredom.
A zana, it would be the whore.
The whore.
The harlot. Yes,
that. Look how you said it, Brandon. You think I don't hear that? He said that whore. Isn't that right? You heard that? You know what Janet Jackson said? She was a nasty boy. She said nasty boy. What is it? The song before that one. That's what she was saying? I don't know. I ain't got nobody's phone number. It was nasty. Who saw Nasty Boy? She said Nasty Boy, didn't she? I know she said on that. Then she said Nasty Boy. Hold on for a minute. Nasty Boy in there. It was called Nasty Boys. It wasn't no nasty girl. Listen, what we'll do after we get through with the feed and fig while we'll fight. Cause we ain't gonna, I don't just keep going. How many of y'all remember Nasty Boy? That's what it was. Okay, that's it. All right, we won. Who was? Vanity Nasty Girl. Thank you. See that? So she was Zanan. She was a nasty whore. So whoredom. So probably would be in pornea. Could possibly be that word in there using, but pornea, like I said, it deals with the lusting. They have, I think it's porno. They have deep word breakdown. Because a lot of these words, when you deal with the Greek, it's going to go to Latin, and it start going over to other different stuff and do etymology to these words. Some of these words will go to French. So a lot of these different words come in, they started using the word fornication. So it's not so much that the word was actually made up. That's the word they started using because in language transition, when other people got it, they use different words for it. Okay? Just like with the word hell, that came up for them, it shows that it's actually Anglo-Saxon. So which is going to put you over to the European people. So the European people used it. Then other than Gahim, which is going to be the Latin, the one you're seeing in your book, which I was put you over, not the Latin, but put you over more into the Latin, and put you over more into the Greek and a different spelling. When they got it, they used the word hell to define the same place, but they just used the word hell for it. And that's actually Anglo-Saxon for them, not Greek. It's not a Greek word, hell. It's actually Anglo-Saxon. Remember, that's going to put you over to the English Britain. Those are different people. Y'all got it? But at the same time, we still come up with, we don't want to lose place of, this is our thing, and we learn what's the proper terminology we want to have it. We want to make sure that we're not trying to find reasons or things to get out of, because what'll happen, if your intent not honest when you're doing any of this stuff, it's easy to get yourself thrown out here. That's just being honest. It's easy to get yourself out here, because this is for me. I work for a reward. Working for that reward, persuasion is that I don't want the other part that's going to come with it. If it's only death, everybody going to die anyway. So living right don't stop you from dying. Even in the book, in Kahala, it said, why should you die before time? It didn't say you ain't going to die. That's all they're talking about, enhancing it. What you doing thing. That's why they're talking about whose judgment now that lingereth not. He let them know they're accelerating their death. They're causing it to come. That's why I said lingereth not, because through Kahala he told them, why should you die before time? Y'all all right? Finish this up, the 1 Corinthians 7. Where verse we at?
Verse 2.
Verse 2. Listen.
Nevertheless, to avoid Zanunim, let every Ish have his own Ashah, and let every Ashah have her own husband. Let the husband render unto the Ashah due benevolence, and likewise also the Ashah unto the husband.
Yeah.
The Ashah hath not power of her own body,
but the who?
Husband, and likewise also the husband hath not power of his own body, but the Ashah.
Come on.
Defraud ye not one the other, except it be with consent for a time, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and palal.
See that? Both of y'all have to agree on it. I tell every man in here, watch it in here as well. You ought to have enough sense if your wife ain't feeling good to agree to just let her get better. Some stuff shouldn't be stupid. I see my wife sick, she ain't feeling good. I shouldn't be that sexual driven and ain't got enough sense to realize this don't make sense. That's just being honest. It ought to be the consent that said, I'll sign off on that. I agree with it. You're not feeling well. But as soon as you get better, hit the buzzer. Do not hesitate. Be like this over the buzzer. As soon as you get better, hit the buzzer so I come and run it. Ain't that right? That's just be honest. You're supposed to agree on it. Be sick. You can hold somebody too. Okay, since I'm the head, I'm going to go ahead and make you do it. But they'll be honest, you're not a wise leader. That's it, man. That's just not no wise. Your wife's sick, your wife ain't feeling good. Use your head. Both of y'all consent. Okay, go ahead and get better. But keep checking on her now. You see her giggling, looking at a TV show. Hey, get your behind her. You all right. Ain't that playing around at that TV? A lot of them got hit in that right. And she pulled it last. You all right. Come on to him. Hey, I know wasn't that wrong with you. Check her forehead. Get a thermometer. Be like, not that I don't trust you, but check her temperature. Ain't that right? 98.6. Say, come on in. You all right. I'm just messing with y'all. Let's use wisdom. Come on.
And come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency.
Yeah.
But I speak this by permission.
You say he do, how you do this?
I speak this by permission
and not
of commandment.
So when I tell you I do something, I got permission to, I got a bit on something, I can't say something about it. Because it's going to coincide with our behavior. Isn't that right? He told these women, they pulled the door on them and said, as becoming Kudash. Well, if I left it up to y'all to decide what's Kodash, I already done seen what you wear with me telling you. Split with the titties, short skirts, stuff popping up here, cut out around here, doing there to your vagina. So you already show me what you're going to do, so I got to come here with me any month. We got to put some standards in here. It is. Some of them said, it be hot on me, help somebody else then. Shoot, I'm trying to help you keep these folks out. These folks out here, they eyes full of love. Pornography killing these people. Man, when I was growing up, you ain't never see no draw, no panty commercial. They get all the way to the woman's vagina now. Everybody know where them pads go. You ain't got to show. Look, you can't see it. Get right up between. Yeah, that's pornography. It ain't that shit. They ought to have it on a woman channel. Except for Oprah. Man, you go to Oprah House, look at her TV like a dog been licking it. I don't know what none of that mean either. Like, Oprah, you got a dog? She's like, no, why? Talk like Scooby-Doo. Got glass all in her tongue. Right. But that's just trying to let y'all know a lot of stuff I tell you about permission because we're trying to make sure we keep a standard. Y'all got me, you draw the wrong attention. A lot of y'all think stuff, it look cute and fine to you, but it's unbecoming for what we believe. Like y'all, I'm just telling y'all, just take your time. You see stuff work out. Like, that little bit ain't gonna hurt you. You ain't got that much. And any man gonna get you. This ain't gonna stop him. Man, if I seen her elbows, I'd take her. That's what whole man. Your elbows ain't keep nobody from getting you. It's all neck and belly. That's what holding you. Ain't no what holding them back. Neck and belly. Ain't no way no woman talking about let me see her elbow first. You gotta see, you got a little junk in the trunk. Want to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that right? Make sure, you know what I'm saying, you see her face, got all the teeth. And if she ain't got 32, at least 31 and a half. Depending on what age you get at. Ain't that right? So, kind of just moving. I just want to put that out there for y'all. Y'all get kind of onerous sometimes. Get to moving and y'all start trying to find out what ain't scripture and what you got to get up. We're going to make a whole lot of changes. We're suspending all the words. All of them, just suspend them. Put them in neverwhere for right now. It's not important. What's important for us in here? I need this congregation to be saved. From me to you, everybody. That's the most important thing we got. We ain't got nothing else that's more important. We ain't got nothing else more pressing. If any of us here die and we ain't right, we're going to burn. That is my belief. That's the concept I have, and I'm using book. Y'all got? If it's proven that there is no burning, that there is no punishment other than just dying, then I'm out of here. I have no reason to operate this place and to do this work. I love Mr. Yahuwah. But if it's consistent that nothing happens, I'll be like, I ask him again, are you sure? He said, are you sure this not a trick? And if it is, and it's not a trick, how many of y'all with me? We out of here. I'm getting a pack of weed. I'm getting me some beer. I'm finna go sling some rocks. I'm out of here now. I ain't got no, I'm being honest. That thing keep that's what's kept me standing. I'm being honest with you. I'm not making this up. I love the man and I appreciate it. But now I can't honestly sit here and tell you that he saved me and delivered me something, except I'm looking for a great death. Because even with salvation, you still gonna die. So it don't make sense to make statements saying he delivered me from so great a death when it's the death that everybody gotta die. Right. And that's it. Then you hadn't done nothing for me. Right. My cry, my plea to him was, I didn't want to die and burn. I didn't want disaster upon me after death. I know I gotta die. He said it's appointed unto men once to die. So how am I going? I can't escape that death. But if that's the only death for every man, it don't make sense to do this work. Even Shaul said, if the dead be not resurrected, he said, why am I standing in jeopardy every day? He even looked at that, make no sense. He said, we might well eat and drink. Tomorrow we die. And I don't have no more than Shaul. And Shaul was willing to say, man, let's stop all this stuff. It doesn't make sense. He said, in this life only, we have hope in the Mashiach. He said, we are all men more miserable. Man, these folks out here happy and making a fool like themselves. And we sit up here suffering and going through folks, spouses gone, holding out, can't wash in them areas. And you sit up here going through this and everybody just dying. That's it. They be like, man, you missed out on a whole lot of good stuff. You tell me about some people came out of some great tribulation? You think these people held on for no reason? There are contingencies based upon what we're doing. And I'm not willing to just throw this away without properly examining the situation. I got to make sure it's right. When I put something out, this is what I believe, this is what I know. If it's correct, listen, I ain't too far into nothing. I can't take no correction. I don't want to get like that. When you get that far, you can't be saved. It gets dangerous. It just gets dangerous. I got everything on the line. When I tell this, I ain't telling y'all something I believe something else. This is what I believe. And I'm open to if something else is right and it lines up, it's got to line up. Because I got a lot on the line. Man, I already don't put no money on the lottery. It got to be a sure thing. I just can't afford. I know. I'm hoping on this. I'm going to win. I got my biggest hope gamble is here. And I'm putting all my confidence that I'm going to win. If I stay continuous, if I stay faithful, if I'm willing to change, if I'm willing to obey, if I'm willing to consent to, I'm believing him according to what he said. But I'm seeing where he used fire for judgment. Even when it comes to Shem Shum, when he came and saw they gave away his ashar, you know what he did? He burned their fields. Yeah. In the last chapter, 16th chapter, that saying, you know what he told you? He judged Yasharal at that time. Yeah. That man used fire for judgment. We got to have that mind. Let's look at something right quick. 3rd chapter of Kaf. We'll get it. Beth. I'm going to get y'all fit. I got to get them in here to take the cup. I just wanted to consider. I still got y'all back there. I got y'all back there for a reason. Three and one. Beth, Kaf, they call it 1 Peter. 2 Peter, I'm sorry. 3 and 1. Listen to the book.
This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance, that ye may be mindful of the Dabarim which was spoken before by the Kadash Nabaim.
He told me to be mindful of what they told me before. I got to consider what Yerim Yahu and them told me. I got to consider this. Listen.
And of the commandment of us, the apostles of the Adoni and Savior, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last Yamim scoffers walking after their own lust, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the debar of Elohim the Shamayim were of old, and the Arat standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the Arat that then was, being overflowed with water, perished.
What happened?
But the Shamayim and the Arats, which are now by the same debar, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the yum of judgment and perdition of wicked Anashim.
Did he get the first part wrong? Did he not destroy their plate with water before, Mahim? And now he tell me it being kept in reserve for something else. I think the Greek word for fire is pur, P-U-R. What's that Greek word for? Is it pure? Pur? P-U-R, how you look at that?
The Greek, no, not the Greek.
The Greek should be P-U-R. Pur, I think they're for fire. Now, I looked it up back some time ago. I remember that one. I told y'all that bet before the Greek word for it was fire. I believe it. He telling me, I mean, what his citizens saying, it lines up. I know for a fact with law, he destroyed that place before with Ma'in. Now he told me he got that place reserved for something. He's keeping it. Listen to it. Listen to the book.
But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing.
He don't want me, please, he said, don't be ignorant. What happened?
That one yum is with Yahuwah as 1,000 years.
Yeah.
And 1,000 years as one yum.
What happened?
Yahuwah is not slack concerning his promise.
Yeah.
Some Anashim count slackness.
Yeah.
But is long suffering to usward.
Doing what?
Not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance.
You know that? He was long suffering. You know that? He showed that too, even with Luke. Y'all didn't know he was long suffering with him. He kept trying to tell him to get out. Eventually had to put his hands on him to get him out. He kept waiting. He kept trying to tell him, you need to come on, let's go. And the book said, you know what he did? Why he lingered. He was messing around. He was waiting. He could have killed him then. He was long. People didn't. He was long suffering. He was showing him, I permitted all this time to let you get your stuff together, get yourself together, get what you got, and get out of him. Because I can't destroy that place. I get y'all right. This man my confident belief is this man is going to. He has a place that these people are going to burn. That is my confidence. That is my utter confidence until somebody can show me scripturally and line up and show me that there is no fire, there is no damnation, there is nothing written in the law. I'll take it because we're going back with what sort of things are written before time, written before I learned. I know they're going to say this wasn't written before our time, though, where it still was, but they're going to say we're using scripture. We'll look at scripture. But I'm telling you, I believe it just like he said. This man is going to burn the place up. Guess it's going to be argumentative for how long it's going to be. That's the argument we're going to have. We got to go with it now. We ain't got book. We got to go with that. Burn can be quick. How many of y'all done burned yourself? Did you burn forever? How long did you burn? Second. Some burned a little longer, but it wasn't forever, though. But you burn. Problem we going to have is forever. All right? We good? All right. Let's go. Let's finish listening. All right. Come on. Finish up a little more now. I'm going to move out of the way.
But the yum of Yahuwah will come as a thief in the night.
What happened?
in the which the Shamayim shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The Arats also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
Come on.
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved,
What happened?
what manner of persons ought ye to be in all Kudash conversation and Alahim?
Y'all hear what he told you? He said now all these things. So let me ask you, come about that water for a minute. That's it for me. So let me ask you a question. Y'all help me out tell me. This bottle of water, I'm going to call this a rise. Right? So if he burned this up, he's going to burn up the contents on the inside. He's not going to burn the planet. That's not going to happen. It's going to burn what's on the inside. Got it? Now, he says, seeing that all these things shall be, you remember what he said after that?
Shall be dissolved.
Dissolved. Meaning they're going to break down. Typically when stuff break down and go to the bottom. Do y'all agree with that? Usually stuff dissolve, it kind of go down and break down. Y'all agree with that? See what happened in the book of Malachi. Malachi. 3 and 1. You can get it. 4 and 1. You can get that for me. Let's let it go. Malachi. They call it Malachi. Four and 1. I'm need them up there. Let's see what happens. Listen to the book.
For behold, the yom cometh, that shall burn as an oven.
Y'all hear what happened? He said the day coming. What's going to happen now?
That shall burn as an oven.
It's going to burn like an oven? I wonder what part of the oven get hot? Probably like, let me see. Kind of like if this was the Iraq, would that kind of be like an oven? Well, the inside of that thing would be hot. Typically, the inside get real hot. What happened?
And all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
What happened?
And the yom that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahuwah Sabaoth.
Yeah.
That it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name shall the Shamash of Sadiq arise with healing in his wings.
Yeah.
And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet.
I wonder how they're going to do that. Because I know with Sodom and Gomorrah, he condemned them with an overthrow. So somebody made them into ashes. How are you going to do with the salt? Because when the salt lost its savor, he said it wasn't good for them to be trampled under men's feet. So it's a time coming that he's going to burn the wicked. And they're going to be ashes on the sole of our feet because they're going to dissolve. He's going to dissolve these people. And he talked about how the wicked were going to be stubble. Kind of probably like when Shamshun went through and burned out all their fields. Their fields represented them. You know why he burned their stuff? It was them. He looked at it was their stuff. They were wicked people. And he burned their stuff down. Makes sense he did it. Shamsu burned all that stuff. Now, Malachi come along and tell us some of the same situation. He said, now the wicked going to be a stubble. And he going to burn them up until they dissolve down, until they break down and be ashes on the soles of our feet. The only problem we got about it is not forever. It's the only problem we got. This forever situation is the only part that we got that's a problem. At the book of Yeshayahu, chapter 66, verse 20. Isaiah. Appreciate y'all. Yeshayahu chapter 66, verse 20. Listen to the book.
And they shall bring all your Aki for an offering unto Yahuwah out of all nations upon horses and in chariots and in litters and upon mules and upon swift beasts to my Kudash mountain Jerusalem, saith Yahuwah. as the Beni of Yasharal bring an offering in a clean vessel into the Beth of Yahuwah, and I will also take of them for Kohanim and for Lui, saith Yahuwah. For as the new Shamayim and the new Arats.
That's the same thing Cup was trying to tell us about. We were talking about he was going to dissolve all this stuff. He said, nevertheless, you didn't believe we're looking for, Dave. He said, we're looking for new ones. I wonder what's going to happen with the old ones. Because this is our law that he's talking about we looking for new ones, ain't it? What does it say? What does it say for new? What would it be for new in him? What verse is he at?
Kadash on it. Kadash.
Kadash, Naim?
Yeah. Kind of like new moon.
New moon? Okay. What else happened? What else? Finish reading.
Which I will make shall remain before me, saith Yahuwah, so shall your seed and your name remain.
Yeah.
And it shall come to pass that from one new Yarok to another,
What happened?
and from one Shabbat to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith Yahuwah.
What happened?
And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the Anashim that have transgressed against me.
They're going to go and look upon the carcasses?
Of the Anashim
That did what?
have transgressed against me.
What would be a transgression? Probably sin? Probably sin. What happened?
For their worm shall not die,
And what happened?
neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be an.
Hold on. Neither should have what now?
For their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh.
What that mean? It'll never be quenched. If it don't never be put out. I think the word would be Kabar, K-A-B-R. They have a T in front of it. Would be the word for quench. But never quench, would it be? I don't know how y'all read into this stuff. I don't know. Y'all can read, let me something. Y'all can read that stuff right there. This one down here at the bottom. That stuff right there. What color? None of the color. Whatever, all of the color. What color? The one up there, the light, the chickity chick. The blue, the purple, I kind of read this here. The brown, that's what it is. The brown. Y'all can read that? The blue. Oh, no, the Greek. I'm about to read the Greek. Bring it down. Let him, he might tell him what to say. Kabah. I was like K-A-B-A-R, like Kabah, yeah, Kabah, which is not quenched. And what is the teat in front of it for? I mean, the toot in front of it. That's not for never, though, is it? I'm saying it, I'm looking at it in the purple. I'm looking at it. Turn it so they can hear. Can I hear you? I don't know what. Let me get this so they can know what I'm talking about.
I can highlight it.
Oh, I don't know. He can. You can highlight it. This is what I was asking about. This is for the quench. The ka. The ka.
Takaba.
Takaba. What is the ta? For the tu? What does it mean?
Takaba is, I mean, just the way that this is written right now. The root is just kaba. That's the word.
What's the word?
For quenched. Right? But I mean, it's because of how they've written it here. So he's saying, be quenched. You know, so the two on the front is just, again, it's just the context of what the sentence that he's saying. So he's not just saying quench.
Just for the record, you don't think I understand that. Because there's two in front, T. Do y'all see that?
What we would say in English is, you know, how are you saying be quenched?
Be quenched.
Right. But
it's saying be quenched.
It's saying be quenched. Right.
Be
If you were
quenched.
just to see quench, you would just see kaba.
Yeah, kabah, exactly.
Right. That's the root of that. But, you know, you have a prefix on the front. You have lo, which is saying
And
not.
the
Not
L-A is the not.
That's
Not
la
be
tikba.
quenched.
Not be quenched.
So, in other words, the fire is not going to be put out.
That's correct.
How long would that be, Zach? Forever. Where we find the fire? East, right here?
Yeah, the pronunciation a little different.
A little different than
Ish.
each for
It would
man.
be ish.
Ish.
Ish. Ish.
Ish. This fire.
Fire.
So you said, and fire not put out.
Their fire.
Their
so
fire.
Isham is there.
Who?
Isham and
Who?
and
Hold
their
on.
fire.
Speak of English. Do you? I don't speak Greek. No. Go ahead.
So
I'm looking at this, so y'all know, y'all understand that.
Okay.
I'm doing this. And
Isham.
Isham and
their fire.
And their fire.
If you just look at the Aleph,
Shun,
that's Ish.
Ish,
That's
exactly.
fire.
Ish.
The mem on the end is their fire.
Their fire. Yeah.
It's their fire.
So look at that. And their
Isham.
fire.
There you go. There.
See how you got this stuff? You see why we look
It's
at this.
ownership.
And their fire
There you go.
not
La
be
Takba.
quenched. Who did this? Who did that?
It was Masa.
Do you speak Greek? No, but just coming to show that it is written that it ain't gonna be put out in our law. Not going to be put out in fire. We had to kind of go all the way around. But at the same time, that's what you've been looking at, Zach? The ancient? I can tell everybody for me. I'm going to live right. Because of, I'm not trying to be one of these people that transgress. There's enough information in our scripture to show his judgment of him coming down and destroying these people. There's enough to tell me, and even come back to reiterate unto me that how it's going to be, well, he even telling me that it's going to be worse for me than it's going to be for them in judgment. And if they burned up here on their rocks, what judgment is going to be for them? Because now you got to look at, you're telling me something, I can only comprehend what I know. You have to imagine what can be worse. But you know what happened. So to tell me that it's going to be better for them in judgment than it's going to be for me is to tell me that it's going to be calm and peace. You would assume that would have just been their judgment. For the people that came before us that look for what we look at salvation, it was entering into the land. For them not get in, like they're going to have Gehinnom or Hanim or Ben Hanam, is the fact of not getting into the land. Just like us, we look at our salvation being complete when? To be with him. Getting to the place that was promised to us. So a lot of stuff you try to find Old Testament on a remnant, they didn't have you don't find them writing about being in heaven. Doesn't make sense. That's Christian doctrine. Or being in heaven. They looked at going to possess the place that he promised. Same way we look at Acts of the Apostle chapter 2 and 38 for the promise. So we know what go with the land. You only got into the land by an obedience. That obedience was validated by you entering into the land. But there was some that made the land later dispersed out because they forgot their first love. That's something that we're not trying to do as a people. Listen, it is so much information out here, people. When it comes down to writings and other stuff you're doing, you really have to be careful. Because after a while, won't nothing be right but you. And you'll start to make up stuff in your mind, and you'll start to see stuff for what you want to see it. I'm good myself. How about the rest of y'all? Y'all don't, anybody else believe they ain't gonna burn? Ain't no burning? Because I don't know why we're using none of this if all of it is wrong. You said not this, so it's something else out there. There's a lot of stuff out there. Our book even told that making many books ain't no end. Only problem with all these books that we keep finding, we keep getting, they got dates on them and the same time period you live in. So where do they get their information from? All the research you got that you looked up, you got it from people that's still in the time period of living with us. None of this, I'm being honest with, that's the end of this information. There's not a book written by no Ruach. I ain't trying to make nobody do nothing, but I'm just being honest with you. You start dealing with books and you start dealing with research, you gotta be careful. These people living the same time you living in. These people tell you about something these people did that couldn't possibly be there. They telling you what they thought, what they were actually thinking. Where was this written down at? These are things that bother me. I'm just trying to look at factual things that I can track, that I can use, that lines up for me. I'm not trying to find them to get out of there that make no sense. I don't know why a person be thinking there's no penalty for that. If there's a reward, there's got to be a penalty. It make no sense. You're not just going to convince me, because I ain't going to lose nothing. I ain't going to put nothing in it. I'm just being in it. I got everything in it. It don't make sense if I ain't going to lose nothing. I'm taking mine back out. That's just being honest with everybody. People watching it, listen, everybody here is free to believe what you want to believe. But I tell you what, you be careful. Whatever you believe in, make sure that you can stand in their judgment for it. That's the same thing I'm looking at. Listen, I don't know everything. I'm open for adjustment. I'm open for change. But I'm going to tell you about me now. I don't move fast off everything. I'm old. You had to talk to me a couple of times and tell it to me. I'm like, oh, you be talking, I be watching. Because again, you don't be watching now. How you living? Why you going to say that, Dave? I got to be watching how you living. I want to know what else you believe, what else you doing. Because these are going to be things that's going to bother me. Because when you start looking, you have a different agenda. We look a lot of time for our agenda. Why am I so persistent? Ain't nothing going to happen. What I'm doing. That I don't need nothing to happen. That I need to believe ain't nothing going to happen. Because I know what I'm doing. I don't believe something's going to happen. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. It make no sense for me to do what I'm doing if ain't nothing going to happen. Don't be flat with y'all. Please don't think, I'm not a fool. My mama ain't raised no idiot. I believe that there's going to be a day of reckoning when this man gets back here. And I'm not trying to be at the foot of this man's wrath. I got premises of this man showing me this is the same thing he did. Where these people sat and played and they offer their stuff, I'm going to offer you right back there. Even the Malak came, even the Nabi came and let him know. He going to offer your body right upon the altar, which would make sense for him to put him in what we know is, they'll call Gehenna. Put him in an outer space, which makes sense why they had them to measure out Jerusalem. Because they had it measured out. At the 10th chapter, sit at the 10th chapter of the book of Yeshua of Yahusha. Sit at 10. Let's say that 10, 16. They call it Joshua. See if that's 10 and 14. I'm just saying. I gotta learn how to read this stuff here. That's some work. We got a lot of work we got to do. But you know what I'm more concerned about, which I'm concerned about all this. What I'm concerned about is our welfare, how we're living, and what we're doing before we proceed further. Because you can get so far down the road, you can't turn around. I used to drive tractor trailers. I did it sometime. You went, and your mind told you they probably want a good turn. And you wind ahead and go way out. And you know what? And you can find yourself riding along. And the whole time you ride, you're getting more and more pissed. Because you realize, he ever done it before the tractor? How many of you drove tractor trailer have done that? Hold on. Leave your hands up that drove tractor trailer that done that. Justin, why is your hand up? You drove a pickup truck. Exactly. But for them, I'm talking about an hour pissed, and it look like you thinking a turnaround coming up, and it's not, and you got to just keep riding. So when it comes down to stuff like this, I tell people, we got to stay honest. You got to be honest. You got to be willing for growth. You got to have the right intent. Self-ambition don't work this way. It don't work this way. There's never been a time he ever had people with self-ambition that work. All the time we found a person self-ambition and it showed out what happened to him. 26th chapter of the book of Matthew. Matthew 26. See, people be trying to find stuff, fault with stuff. You have to watch it. That's a whole lot of stuff you can go through and you can find him ain't book. But I guarantee it's still line up with being right. People say, you might not burn if you take them sleeves off and you cut them and take them and burn them. But we know you ain't going to burn if you keep them on. Because you're obeying. You taking a chance if I told you to do something, you don't do it. That book told you obey them, got the rule over you and submit yourself. I'm watching for your soul. People, let me tell you something. A lot of folks y'all had these conversation stuff with. These people ain't your watchmen. I'm watching for your soul. Why you having a conversation with somebody that ain't watching for your soul? As they that must give an account. Which one of y'all sitting down here got to give account for these people's soul? Something comes out when they entertain. We having a talk. You supposed to be giving account for my soul. Tell me, shut your mouth. Tell them quick, shut your mouth. Look at somebody got to give account for my soul. And the book said that I might do it with joy and not with grief. You don't believe what's going to happen. That's some profit you. That's what Yahuwah looked at. He got them peace. They grieved him. He destroyed it. That'd be unprofitable for y'all. Y'all be doing, y'all have conversation different. This ain't about it. I'll tell you about it. One thing I didn't do where I went. John used to read for me when I was over there. How many times my mom and grandma knew about our pastor when I was down? How many times I kicked up about him? When I talked to you, I was getting ready to go. And I told him about it. I ain't tell him to go. He made it mine to go. My wife, when I got to go, did I tell you to go with me? I told her what I was doing. If she had a mind, she's smart, she was coming. Because I looked at, let me tell you about me, different than a lot of these people. What I looked at was this. He was our pastor at that time. My mind was set on what I had to do. I had to go, and I let my wife know, and I made my decision. I did it. I needed her to make her decision. I didn't need her on the road with me, question me later, talking about, I don't think we should have left. My own mama said right there, how many times did I talk you and ask you to leave with him? Leave with me? Not one time. Not one time. Because I knew whatever went right, they were going to need to see it for themselves. You can make people see a whole lot of stuff, but when they catch you now, they're going to come back to hurt you. I'm just being honest. I just didn't do it. Everybody different. I just didn't do it. You know what I didn't do? I never sat in that man congregation. My wife, did I come home and complain about him? And mom, no, I didn't. I left. I ain't going to do that. I wasn't going to sit in another man's house and do that. Nobody ain't going to sit in my house and run their mouth and get me. It ain't going to work. I'm going to come to care house and say, man, Keith, I don't like care. That man walking down, what that man going to have me do? You comfortable? You got to roll up out of here, baby boy. You can't sit in here and be like, you can't do that in here. That don't even make sense. I didn't do it. If I ain't believe, I left. When I got up, I said I had to go. He cut that bridge. He cut that tie. I ain't walk out there. Did I walk out there because I ain't had nothing to do? Or because I said I just want to start my own? Never did that, man. That man, I never done it. I had to go out of town and preach on Saturday. I come right back there, be on that man's side. So I be dog tired. Built that bridge. Yes, sir. That's right. I believe it. He cut that tie. He burnt that bridge. I ain't do no stuff. That stuff y'all be doing. That stuff ain't going to say. It ain't going to work. I did that before until I was a kid. I was glad I got to apologize to my daddy before he died. I told him, I was a child. I said, I hated you. I wanted you dead. When I got mature, I realized, I said, I understand now everything you did. He told me all my life, nobody could call me a dummy. I used to get so, every time he said, just a dummy. He was right. He was dummy because I would do stuff fast and one thing. And he was on me. That's why I be critiquing y'all on stuff. He was right. I was just like, can he get on my nerve? Look like nothing ain't please this man. But it made me a better man and set me up to be a pastor today. Y'all see me doing stupid stuff? These people, you keep trying to fight. Zach too. Zach Maine. Be trying to fight authority. That stuff will hurt you in the long run. It'll hurt y'all. Y'all got to, let me tell you something. I'll watch y'all and it'll help y'all out more than hurt you. I gain absolutely nothing out of one of y'all falling. Nothing. One of y'all go broke, you ain't got nothing, you him. Where they gonna fall at? You and your family break up, where y'all gonna be at? What's my gain? That's what you gotta ask yourself when people do something. What is this man's gain If me and my family ain't gotten there, once we ain't gotten there, let me see, he going to put us out. What is my gain? My gain is for everybody to be on point. If you got something, even when Shaul came, them folks tell you, if you got words of exaltation, let's just say on. Everything for every one of us, this is what I'm telling everybody. We only supposed to be here because we want to be saved. If something can help us and it's going to edify, give it to us. But if you got something, this is how you know stuff don't come from Yahuwah, because he ain't going to never give it to you. I know he ain't going to give it to you. It don't make sense. You know what he told my man ain't going to do when he light a candle? That's how I know he ain't gave it to you. There's no way he gave you nothing, told you to keep it to yourself. That one you should have watched him. Pick me up at the book of Nahum, y'all. Chapter 6, about verse 9. That being honest with any one of y'all. That being honest. A lot of stuff y'all do, y'all got to be thinking about what you be doing. Everything we supposed to do for the edifying. You know what happened, Dave? If my leg decide it want to save some blood and just keep it for itself, it got some blood, it just want to hold it right there. Who know what's going to happen? That foot, I'm going to lose that foot. You know the hardest place to get blood in your body is in your foot. That's why diabetic, first thing lose their feet. You know my heart and my mind got to work to make sure them feet get blood. Because when they start working together, we're going to lose that foot. It's going to make their walk a whole lot harder, too. Isn't that right? Don't make sense to getting in the bear. He got a man before he told about for bearing talent. Don't make sense. It don't make sense. What you going to get? He said, I gave it to you. You should have bought me interest. Because it's going to edify her. It's going to make her better. What you bearing it for? It ain't going to make no sense. How we going to grow if you going to bury it? But the sense of be, I got to get me right first. Man, all I got to get right. Soon as possible. Ain't that more important? This ain't to kill him and nobody else. This for all of to kill out this individual stuff we're doing. Just kill it. Just kill it. It's just dangerous. We have to move when Yahuwah get. We ain't gonna see nothing until he let us. Till he ready to move away. And when you bite and devour one another, he said, man, we'll consume one another. Going through the practice of popping bread and drinking, man, we might well go into the club somewhere. We got too much on that for everybody here. Stuff in your heart. Get that junk out your heart against one another. Forgive one, man. You got to be saved. You finna die and risk everything. Get up. How many of y'all had something you could have been doing today? Doing now tonight, other than him. And nothing gonna happen? Come on, what are we doing this for? And we running down Christians? Other religions? We dumber than them. Yeah. To know nothing gonna happen, we still coming? We have to take our time. Some of y'all heard, they already got on where's Wednesday night in the Bible. Let me tell you, this for everybody. Cause I know a lot of y'all got little stuff. Some of them ain't lagging. This some of them thinking, saying. Let me tell you something. We established, we put these time together. Who allowed them to put these time together, put them in here. We need that break. From the little time we got in between and we get here these time we come, look how much junk happened and go on. Man, we got folks in here been sick, man, we could have lost these people. And truthfully, we should have lost them for the fact that look how much mess we got going. That being honest, we'd have lost some good people. People, I need strength. So I told you, I got something I'll point out. I'd rather be you. He'd ask me, you'd be surprised who'd have got it. And I'd ask him to give you the quick killer kind. The kind you don't even make it to the hospital. For the fact that I don't need to lose people that are pillars. I don't need to lose no solid people. But stuff like that happen because like y'all get other stuff going. Y'all get relationship going. Y'all got past love going. You got other ambition, other stuff going. And first thing you do, you looking, but you ain't looking with the right intent. Folks, I ain't got no reason to try to be none of y'all. Listen, make no mistake. I'll be exposed out the wild. My gay lover, they put he outside the door, nothing to come in. They just want to unlock it for him. There's some kids outside that want to come in right now and expose me for touching them. Hey, folks, I ain't got time. Listen, I do this for a living to know this much. You not going to do nothing out here with these people that they not going to tell on you for. I'm telling you, anyway, y'all, you want to be smart, I'm going to help y'all out. I done seen enough of this, and I've been around doing it long enough. They're going to tell. Listen, I don't care what, no, I swear to no God, you ain't got to waste your time with me. We ain't doing it. Because I already know. Niggas ain't holding nothing. Niggas going to tell. Listen, and you know how you hold? It's going to come back up. Every time. You get a little time, hey, you'll realize something. Go ahead. Any video they want to make, just tell them, say, could you go ahead and stop his mouth and bring them? They ain't got them. Listen, I'm serious about what I believe. I crack jokes. I like to have fun. Guess what I ain't going to play with, though? I ain't finna play. No, I ain't going to play with none of y'all soul. That's primary. If I don't care about mine, don't play with yours. I ain't going to sit here and say, well, I'll mess yours up, then don't care about mine. These seats y'all sitting in, I set them in there. I done sat there, and all I wanted to do when I came, I was honest. I was honest. I was expecting the man to tell me the truth. I was expecting the man because I would look. I told her I wasn't worried about nobody else. I would come to see him. Worst choir I ever heard in my life. The robes were ugly. I got past that. I was like, they need to shut up so I can hear the man preach. That's what I came for. That's all I told him when I came. I said, I love for Pastor, I love. He was my cousin. I told the man I was watching it. Oh, come here, I tell him why. That's why I tell Peter, but then when I tell you, I told her. I told her one day we was sitting in the office. I told her over the minute dinner. I said, let me tell you something. I said, these people in here, I said, I got them fooled. You remember that? I said, they can't see me. I said, they're not smart like you. I said, you will catch me. She said, I said, just watch me. Have you caught me yet? I'm honest. I'm honest. I ain't got no reason to try to beat y'all out of nothing. I ain't the only one. But people got other intent. That's why I tell people, when stuff come up, you can watch people intent and know. Just be honest. Oh, that's the one. You know what none of y'all ain't got to do. You ain't got to come in no money. Because if you do, we going to rob you. I don't blame you. You not going to get it and stay here and you don't bust it down. We all in consensus of that, right? That's how we operate. It don't matter how much money you got. You ain't no better member than nobody else. It don't matter how smart you are. You ain't no better member. I don't care. Listen, do some of y'all do some dumb stuff? Yes. Guess what, though? You still a member. That's how we operate. How many of y'all got ugly moles or some on your body you like to change? Other marking, stuff you hate or something. But you still got it. We keeping them members. Because it don't change you from being you. That's what make you you. I got a lot of people here was up to them that get rid of people in here. That's why it ain't your decision. That's who we are. Everybody indifferent and got different way they see stuff. We a body. You just got to roll with it. I stuff on like. At the end of the day, you want to roll with it. After a while, they be a part of you. Isn't that right? We a part of each other. We got years. We got years in. We got time in. Y'all hear me? We ain't going to know anything come up. Get what they can do. Can't do it, make it better. Right. See, but when you doing something, you can't accept nothing. Because you ain't looking at getting them right. You ain't looking at, listen, all I want to do, I want to be saved. That's my undesired. Yeah. That's my ain't nothing. I just got older and more bald head and blinder. And blood pressure going up. But my heart ain't changed for, I still love him. I say like Dawood, I've been young. Now I'm old. And I'm telling I say that I ain't never seen a Sadiq forsaken. And he don't let his seed beg for no bread. I tell y'all all the time how I want y'all hand and mouth to these crackers. He put a mindset in us that we work together, we can do whatever we need to do. Whatever we need to do. Y'all just, if we love one another and just do right, just treat each other right and do right and just trust it. Don't have to trust me. Don't put your trust, trust him. You'll know what to do. He'll show it to you. He'll let you see my sneaky evil intent. He'll let you see my lying, rotten, corrupt ways. My underhanded, devious ways of trying to mess you up and make you fall in the show. He'll let you see it. You just look at it. It'd be real easy. Just trust him. At the end of the day, folks, all I want to do for every one of us, not one of y'all, I don't want to say. Not one. I don't want to lose one of you. Y'all got me? We got time in together. Y'all got me? Treat each other right. Love one another. And once for us, he'll prove it out. This make all us better. Just come back. We need different questions come so we can make sure. Because sometimes you might say you don't know. But guess what? We go back and we'll find out. You know what? It don't change how I feel about it. I still love him. And we got to love one another. Y'all got it? All right, that's good. Give you a hand clap.